in order to use warm water infused with flowers for the Empress's royal foot bath, plus a gentle massage with silk gloves. It doesn't just whiten and soften the skin, it also relaxes muscles, promotes blood circulation, and relieves fatigue. Younger sister cares so much about me. I splash tea on you and yet you don't hate me. Younger sister believes she must have offended somewhere. Older sister didn't know, so I've come especially to ask for forgiveness. Alright then, younger sister, you will bathe and massage my feet. Empress, please let this servant be bold. You servant, why are you talking too much? How to use flower water. I believe only younger sister knows best. Could it be that younger sister is willing to infuse flower water for me, but not willing to bathe and massage my feet? This servant is happy to serve. Master, are you comfortable? Kylon has come again to serve you, master. Oh, master, what's wrong with you? Kylon, grab my foot. Kylon, grab my foot. No, Empress. It's always been Chuanfei who has given you your foot baths. This servant didn't see Kylon at all. This servant truly doesn't understand. Why does Empress repeatedly say I am Kylon? Leave. Go away, I don't want to see you anymore. Go! So you really didn't see Kylon grabbing my foot earlier? This servant really didn't see Kylon. Could it be there really is ghostly interference? Kylon covered the eyes of me and the others. Each time only letting you master see. Shut up! Are you trying to make me look bad by talking nonsense? Get out! Get out! I clearly burned that handkerchief already. Why is it here? Could it be that Cylon's spirit really lingers? Kylon, you're already dead. Rest in peace. At most, I promise you that on the 1st and 15th of every month I'll have someone burn incense for you and burn paper money for you. Please don't turn into a vengeful ghost and haunt me. It's my fault. Knowing you didn't want to marry Lord Rome, but I still forced you. I'm sorry to you. If you have any grievances, forgive me. Yenner, burn incense for me. Yenner, where have you been? Open the door. Open the door, master, you forced me to marry Rome the eunuch. It wasn't to find me a good home, but to punish me for my failure. All along, you kept me by Chuanfei's side to spy for you and frame Chuanfei. Using the 7-star 100-flower tea to harm the Empress Dowager, making Chuanfei look bad at the tea tasting event, and bribing Chang the eunuch, my mother found traces of Prince Mu, luring Chuanfei into the epidemic area. Later you feared Chuanfei would see through my identity, using the trick of beating a cat to win Chuanfei's trust again, then using me to put flour bean powder in Chuanfei's meals so she couldn't see the emperor. Couldn't plead for her father letting you take over. Because I didn't do well, you forced me to marry Rome the eunuch. It's you forced me. I want you to pay with your life. I want you to join me in the dark dungeon. Kylon, Kylon. I truly didn't mean to harm you. I just wanted to deal with Chuanfei. I didn't mean to harm you. If you want revenge, go after Chuanfei. If it weren't for her stealing the emperor, none of this would have happened. Spare me. Spare me. Emperor Yenner.
Kai was caught outside by the servant. I heard every word of your conversation with Kylon just now. Kylon, is everything you just said true?
Your Majesty, every word I said is absolutely true. Why aren't you dead? How could this be? The Empress must be very puzzled right now. Let Elon explain in detail. Kylon did indeed hang herself, but before she hanged herself, I made her swallow a small copper tube into her throat, so she didn't die. When she hanged, she could still breathe. As for why, even Dr. Li said Kylon was dead, because I bribed her. To make the Empress believe Cylon's ghost was still around, we specially arranged for Kylon, transformed into a fierce ghost, to appear before you. To make the Empress believe I was possessed by Kylon, panicking. I have studied the ventriloquism used by wandering sorcerers. Ventriloquism is a skill that allows one to speak without opening the mouth, using only the abdomen. I tried hard to imitate Cylon's voice, hoping to deceive the Empress. Why won't you just let me be? I died a tragic death. To make the Empress hallucinate, I used white datura flowers to make foot soap. This flower contains a narcotic that induces hallucinations. When I massaged the Empress, the drug seeped into her skin. Because I wore silk gloves, I was not affected by the drug. The Empress has been troubled by Cylon's suicide. When I firmly grasped the Empress's foot and looked her in the eye to feign Kylon speaking, I died a tragic death. The Empress naturally hallucinated, seeing me as Kylon. As for the yellow handkerchief that was burned, I actually made an identical one. Before leaving, while the Empress wasn't paying attention, I secretly placed it beside her. So it was all your scheme. Nyoholuilan, you are so despicable, Yuan Wan.
You have committed so many evil deeds. Framing Elon. And using Prince Mu to lure Elon to the epidemic area, wanting to kill her. As the Empress of the Qing dynasty, how could you be so cruel? Where has the naive and kind Yuan Wan gone?
Your Majesty, please forgive me. The reason I did this is because I didn't want anyone to take you away. And Yuan Wan is not entirely wrong. If Chuanfei didn't have Prince Mu in her heart, he wouldn't have traveled all the way to the epidemic area to find someone. The legs are his own. If he didn't go, I couldn't have harmed him. I just wanted to test her, for your Majesty.
Enough. Even now you dare to quibble, unrepentant. You have truly disappointed me. I must punish you severely. Send you to the cold palace.
No, no, your Majesty, please don't. Your Majesty, please don't. Your Majesty, your Majesty. Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Ah. That's the whole story. The reason I didn't report it, dared to hide it even from the Empress Dowager, was to protect your Majesty, to prevent damage to your Majesty's reputation. Chuanfei is the real culprit in all this. Empress Dowager, you must stand up for me.
Who would have thought the Empress would use news of the elder brother to lead Chuanfei into danger? Wang Jin, who usually cherishes Yuan Wan so much, to think he could do something so cruel. He is not worthy to be the head of the 6 palaces. I have decided to banish him to the cold palace. Let him reflect on his mistakes. But the difficult part is how to explain this to the Empress Dowager. The disappearance was caused by the fake ashes of the elder brother. This must never be known to the Empress Dowager. Mianqing, what is your suggestion? Back at the coronation ceremony, Your Majesty had already deeply hurt the Empress's heart. Her opposition to Chuanfei was inevitable. Your Majesty's punishment of the Empress should perhaps be reconsidered. Master Wei the eunuch requests an audience. By order of the Empress Dowager, Your Majesty and Prince Rui are to meet at the Mu Mausoleum.
I ask you once more. Is there anything you need to report to me? Well, have you nothing to say? Then it's my turn to speak. Chu Anfei, do you know what your crime is? Within the palace there should be no resorting to supernatural forces. Yet you incited the maid Kylon to feign hanging. To scare the Empress as a ghost. As a concubine you knowingly broke the law. Violated palace rules. Your crime is unforgivable. I admit my wrongs. Please forgive me, Empress Dowager. Mian Xin. As a prince, you conspired with the Emperor to deceive me with Mian's fake ashes. Deceiving the whole world. What is your crime?
I admit my wrongs. Please forgive me, Empress Dowager.
What disappoints and pains me the most is you, the Emperor. As the ruler of the nation, you actually did all this for a concubine, deceiving the Empress Dowager time and time again. First colluding with Mian Xin, using fake Mian's ashes to deceive me. Then disregarding moral principles, forcefully establishing a concubine, even swearing it was Mian's dream that led to this. Clearly it was Chu Anfei who left the palace without permission. Yet you deceived me, saying it was your decree that sent Chu Anfei out. Despite me treating you as my own, nurturing you with all my hardships. You for such a woman committed such a treasonous act. Throwing filial piety to the wind. Your Majesty, do you still regard me as your Empress Dowager?
Your son is unfilial, having deceived the Empress Dowager multiple times, though it was out of necessity. The crime is unforgivable. I beg the Empress Dowager to punish your son.
You are the Emperor. How dare I easily punish you? But now I am suffering the greatest punishment from heaven. Heaven must no longer bless our Qing dynasty. Hence the emergence of such unfilial descendants.
Empress Dowager, please calm your anger.
Don't think you can stay out of this. Your servant dares not. As the head of the 6 palaces, you should be a model for the world. Instead, jealousy turned you to hatred, leading Chu Anfei to the epidemic area to harm her. As the Empress, not only did you not set an example, but you also stirred up trouble in the harem, causing chaos. Is it not enough to trouble the Emperor? Is the harem too quiet for you? Your servant knows the crime, begging the Empress Dowager for forgiveness. This is the greatest absurdity under heaven. The Qing Emperor and the Prince deceiving the world with fake ashes. The Empress leading a concubine to the epidemic area to harm her. Maids pretending to hang a concubine. Pretending to be possessed by a ghost to scare the Empress. Think about it. If these matters were to spread and known to the world, where would the face of the Qing dynasty be? Where would your dignity remain? I have decided. From this day forward, the ashes buried here shall be Mian's ashes. Let this matter be settled once and for all. No further complications shall arise. If anyone dares to bring it up again, they shall be the next to enter the royal tomb. The Empress has committed a grave crime. I will not tolerate it. Everything will be left to the Emperor's discretion. I will no longer interfere in your affairs. Empress Dowager, I beg you not to ignore me. Empress Dowager.
Prepare the carriage for our return to the palace.
Empress Dowager.